Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Michigan Wolverines taking on the...
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Lee gets the bucket.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Screen by Smith. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Jayhawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting for the Jayhawks.
And that one misses.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And so here's Kansas. Duncan dishes to Oubre. Over in the corner, Lee. He kicks it to Duncan. There's the pass to Gaines. And it's Michigan with the rebound. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind. Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan. And, you know, with Freak, you can see with his combination of size and movement while people are so high on him at the next level. I mean, there is no ceiling to how good he can be.
It just isn't very often that you have a big man as polished as Freak. There are a lot of guys his size and a lot of players who are as skilled as he is, but it is rare to have it all in one play.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
On defense, Michigan. Lee kicks to Duncan. Here's Gaines, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Gaines has got his first 2 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Platoon swap here for Kansas. So Michigan going with almost an entire new group here. And so here's Kansas, trailing by 2. Williams against Stevenson. Calderon with it. Rebounded by Ellis.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Stevenson passes to Ellis. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. The shot will not go. And Kansas the other way now.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
On the court for Michigan. Kendall in at power forward. Also Ellis out there. And it's Knight in at the shooting guard. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. There's the bucket. Good. Freak's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Wolverines. Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken #1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall #1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. Ellis can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he gets it to go. So Michigan ends up going with the new group. And the first. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game for the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
We've got Oubre, and it's Terry in at the 4 slot. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And for the Wolverines, Kendall, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Jones. Smith is out there with Flash. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in '88 and 2008.
And he makes both free throws.
It's, guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud.
Now here's Lee, pass to Oubre, back to Lee. Terry setting the pick for Lee. They set the pick. Duncan outside. Lee dishes to Gaines. Back to Lee. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Terry. And he gets that one to go off the 9. And Kansas leads by 6. Michigan with the ball.
Sucking right now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Crawford. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Crawford's got his first bucket in this one. Jayhawks leading by 4. Lee kicks to Duncan. Here's Terry. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Freak. Terry's gone 1 of 3 on the night.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And it's Freak missing. Duncan kicks to Terry. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ahead, here's Smith. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And now just a 2-point Jayhawk lead.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lee kicks to Oubre. Pass to Duncan. Lee dishes to Duncan. To the middle. And it's Gaines that time. Assist from Duncan. Gaines has got 6.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Flash. Screen by Smith. Flash passes to Freak. Low block shot on the way. And there's another one for the Wolverines. Just a tiny lead for them.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the 4. And stolen by Freak. To the middle. Oh, here we go. Crawford all alone.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They sure did. Would have loved to tie it up right there.
There's the pick. Screen by Lee. Duncan kicks to Oubre. Plays it up and banks it in. And Kansas leads by 4.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
So Michigan going with almost an entire new...
Spacing. Spacing.